Okay, we're just getting
live from P. Diddy's Fuck Castle in Miami, Florida.
Hey,
It's Black Tequila. Whoa.
Whoa.
Welcome to 101.8 Black Tequila FM, where it's all the Andy all the time. Caller number one, you're on the line. What do you have to say?
hey, it's me, Chris Young.
Oh, hey. Oh, no.
I want to drink a beer with you.
Oh, you're going to drink a beer with me?
Finally,
I
my
guess I'll
stalker
return
videos.
my AR-15 to Dick's.
Dude, turning it. Could you imagine turning in a bloody AR-15?
Here, I'm done with this.
Listen, so all right, I actually have a really cool like Chris Young moment.
Yeah.
Like I have a
Okay,
couple. I have
yeah.
a couple. So
Did you get drunk with him and ask if he prefers a 5.56 or a 2.23?
Is that the size of his
No,
penis
no,
in his
yeah,
ass?
That's
I remember the first time like I seen him, like he was at a bar that I was in Nashville, and I'm like,
yeah.
I really want to go talk to this dude because he had like really good songs I liked.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah,
but I'm like
dreamy-
nervous because it's like I was
dreamy
like Josh.
eyes.
I was like Josh when he met Matt McCusker, where he was just standing there going,
I
"You like my candle?
yeah.
You like my candle?"
Which I am self-admitting is what I did was gay and stupid. Okay, I am self-admitting that.
Yeah.
But the worst one was I was like mouthing the words like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And he was just like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm from out of town, and you're one of my favorite country singers. Can I get a picture with
I usually do
you?"
this, but do you want to go back to my hotel room?
And he was just like super cool about it, and I was like, "All right, cool." So then, like, I seen him like that later that year. I broke up with my girlfriend, went to go see him in Washington, PA, because they were doing a show at the baseball field there.
It still sounds really gay, but yeah, keep
Yeah, and so like,
Did you have a Chris Young shirt on?
no, I didn't. I just had like a normal shirt, and I had a 6-pack of beer with me, and I was like I just drank all 6 beers in the parking lot.
Yeah, attaboy.
Go in, and I was like, "Hey, I have a front row ticket, like 2 front row tickets. I don't need the other one because my girlfriend, no one wanted to go with me because I'm a loser."
Aw.
And I was like, "So
Aw.
give this ticket away to
Aw.
somebody who
Yeah.
wants it, like would want to be front row." And
Yeah.
they're like, "Really?" They're like, "That's super nice of you." They're like, "Do you want to go backstage and meet him?" I'm like, "Sure." So like I was like with him, and I was like, "Hey,
Tucked your
what's up,
boner in your
dude?" And he's just
waistband
like, "Hey, I remember you from Nashville." And I was like,
oh shit.
"That's cool."
No, he's
So, like,
probably
I
talking to
just
his
let it,
lawyers.
like-
I remember this guy from.
Yeah, I was like, "That's cool." Like, and
Yeah.
I was just cool about it. And then like,
Want to trade autographs? Here's a cease and desist.
so like on and off, like I'd bump it. I would bump into him
Yeah.
in Nashville because
Yeah.
I was just in Music Row area, and
Yeah.
he hangs out there all the time. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'd see him like, "Hey, what's up?" and just like keep on moving.
Yeah.
So one time we were at, I took my niece with me because I was like, "Hey, I want to go see Chris Young. Do you want to come?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, so we went and we got the VIP package, which
Sick.
was you get to see him do 2 songs and ask a question. Like, you know, like my question was like, "Hey, who would you ever want to do a duet with?" And he was like, "Keith Whitley. Like, living or dead, what country singer would you
Yeah.
want to do a duet with?" And he's like, "Keith Whitley." And I was like, "Oh, dope. Like, I love Keith
Yeah.
Whitley." And like, so during like I got a little buzz before the show, and I was like,
No.
Dilly.
Yeah.
And he was just like, not quite there yet. Like, he was like laughing about it. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, whatever. During the show, I wait till it's real quiet, and you just hear Dilly from the from front row, and he goes,
yeah.
"Somebody get a spotlight on this guy." And I'm like, "I'm getting kicked out."
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought. Like, I'm screwed. He goes,
Yeah.
"This guy right here." I actually have it recorded. Like,
Yeah.
but the sound's terrible.
Get him
And he
away
goes-
from me.
He goes, "This guy right here has been trying to get me to say this all day." He goes, "So, buddy, this one's for you." And he goes, Dilly, and raised his drink up, and the whole stadium goes nuts. It was
Yeah.
at Peterson Events.
Yeah.
And I was just, and my niece was like, "You know Chris Young?" I'm like, "I've been saying it the whole ride there." She goes, "I thought you were lying." Like, and he was like
Yeah.
super cool
Oh my
about
God, Andy, why do you keep doing this to me? Hey, if you know Chris Young, why don't you just message him instead of?
it. Well, I don't like,
Contact.
I don't have his number, like, so it was
No,
just like,
no, I'm
Slide into his DMs.
I'm joking. There's
Right.
so much to joke
Slide
about.
into
And
his
so here's the
DMs.
best part. So I'm in Nashville, and like
Yeah.
long story short,
Yeah.
I had a person I thought was a friend, and they
Yeah.
screwed me over.
Yeah.
Like, I was one of those. I supported this
Was
person.
it a comedian?
No, they
Oh,
were.
that's-
They were in the music industry.
You got a lot more of that come. Oh, very similar, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, similar circumstances there. But he was
Yeah.
just basically like a jerk to me when I got
Was it
down there.
P.
And I was
Diddy?
like, dude, like I bought all your merch. Like, I bought a bunch of merch to support your business. went to these shows to help, support you and try to help grow your thing, and then just complete, like, I don't know who you are kind of thing, like, just douchebag.
Yeah, big
and
time.
I was so mad. And he's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I was, like, so mad that week about it. Like, I was so mad. So I was like, when I was angry, I tended to drink tequila because I was ready to fight.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I was so mad. And so, like, I happened to, like, was at this bar to see a songwriter show, and Chris Young's at the bar. And I just walked by. I'm like, hey, what up, dude? And he's like, he was talking to two girls, stopped talking to them, and, like, says, hey, man, how's it going? Because he really didn't want to be a part of this conversation. Yeah. And then he was like, what's going on? I was like, not much. And I start, like, because I've been drinking, I tell him this whole thing about me being mad. And he's like, dude, I was like, I'm ready to throw hands when I see this dude. Like, that's how hot
I'm so
I was.
on one right now.
And I'm not like an angry, like, wanting to fight people kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, listen, dude, you're a good guy. He's like, it's not worth it. He's like, he goes, you know what you did. Like,
damn it.
And he was like, I was like, all right, so this dude talked me out of getting into a fight when I was in Nashville.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't care what he did. And he got in, like, trouble recently. Like,
For what?
Supposedly they said, he hit an alcohol control board guy, like, in Nashville.
Oh.
But when you watch the video, you see
I
all he
saw
does
the
is
video.
tap the guy's shoulder.
Yeah.
And the guy shoves him to the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, you showed me it. Yeah.
It was, like, way overboard. So, like, I was like, I forget where I was going with that part, but anyway, like, yeah. So I was like, hey, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody can say he's a jerk or whatever. So this dude's been super nice to me every time I hung out with him.
Yeah.
Nothing but good words
enough.
to say.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another one I thought of while you were telling all your stories was when he put the spotlight on you. Could you imagine? Because this guy follows me around everywhere I go.
Yeah.
It's just like. Also, when you're like,
I don't seek him out. It's just like you just be in Nashville
finds
and
me.
you just
Yeah.
walk into a bar and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he just happens to be here.
Maybe
Like,
it's Andy's gravitational pull. Oh shit.
I met a bunch of
I
people
gotta
just
make
being in
fun
the
of you while
bar
you're
at the
still
right
fat.
place. Like Randy
Yeah.
Couture was super nice.
yeah, guitar school.
Yeah.
So when you're like, oh, you were with Matt McCusker, I always think about the opposite side, like of the interaction of like, what does this look like at his angle? Here comes a 370-pound dude, fucking waddling, being
Thick
like,
boy.
yeah, hey, here, let me pander to you so you can try to make my business better. Yeah, that's what. So like if I'm Chris Young and I'm going through my feed of my likes, and I'm like, oh, Andy, and then it's like 4 days in a row of him just looking at me terrifyingly on the screen, being like, will you please take a beer with shotgun a beer with me? Like I think of that.
Well, I'm trying to make it more fun,
Hey,
but I just
guys,
don't know how.
big
to
Yeah,
pause
we're gonna.
camera.
No, we already have it. We're gonna make it more fun.
Yeah.
I'm in on some of these. I'm
We're
down.
gonna punch this up.
We're gonna.
I'm not like Chris yet. I haven't discovered how to like do YouTube shorts and.
We're gonna get you standing on top of a bridge in Pittsburgh. Like, I'm gonna jump off this bridge.
Yeah.
That was always an option. There's always the
know what we're gonna do,
357. I can always just have like,
We're gonna get-
please shotgun a
Yes.
beer with me.
Before I shotgun my face.
We're gonna get you a burlap sack full of like Furbies or something. Be like, if Chris does not take a shot with me, I'm throwing this bag of puppies off the Roberto Clemente Bridge.
And my thing is this: if we're gonna shotgun a beer, we're not shotgun no 12 ounces. No, we're going for the tall boys, the Iron City tall boys.
Iron City Tall Boys.
Oh yeah, that's
Talk about Chuck.
oh yeah, dude. Them you ever like
Chuck. Yeah, that's what I'm calling tall beers now.
the only
Iron City's Tall Boys is a Chuck.
the first time I tried to shotgun a tall boys was before COVID at Luke Combs. I was fast talking the bartender, and she didn't realize it, and she forgot to crack open the cans.
Yeah.
And I was just like, joke's on you. So I ran back to my seat, threw one to the guy next to me and said, there's shotgunning these, let's go. And we popped them right there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's a lot of beer.
Did you have a guitar riff playing in your head like wow?
It did.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick moment.
It sounded like the Bill and Ted that. Like,
Yeah.
This is how weird I get, by the way. I just thought of another one. Me and my buddies went and saw Burt Kreischer do a Burt cast with Doug Benson.
Oh,
and,
very sick.
It was some chick that got pregnant and stopped basically doing stand-up. I forget her name, Sarah or something. But we did a pod, or they did the pod. I went and took a shit after the pod.
Very sick.
Yeah, and then he just kind of hung around. Well, the whole place let out, and all the comics were there just standing, and there was like fucking Bauman, Crawford, and then like Burt and everyone just standing in a circle. And my buddy just goes, let's just go stand there and talk to them. Me, I'm like, I don't deserve to be there. That's what I mentally think.
Nah.
I Like I hung out for a while, but like
I used to have that same mentality, and here's how you got to play it. You just have to treat them like a normal person.
I mean,
which is super like hard to do, especially if it's somebody you like.
Yeah.
Like and you're a fan of. It's so hard to be in that like.
See, you just have to. I have this superpower where I think I'm better than everyone.
That's called confidence, Chris, and I applaud you because I have never found that.
Yeah, it's
probably the reason why I don't have a girlfriend.
But like with your Chris Young stuff, it happened a little bit more organically.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, everyone left. I bought a ticket. Now I'm standing in this group of comedians, and I wasn't even a comic.
Excuse me, Matt McCusker. I'm a massive fan of you. I think you're the funny part of the podcast. You're very funny.
Yeah.
Like, you give him the Chris Farley that. You remember that time everybody thought you were dead? And he's like, was it true? And the guy's like Paul McCartney's sitting right next to him, and he goes, no, like I'm very much alive. And he goes, oh, sweet.
You should show up and be like, hey yo, you be fucking, and then just pull out your dick.
That's how guys in high school used to tell me about like picking up girls and stuff.
I'll just pull out your dick at them.
Yeah, I remember the first day in gym class of high school.
Yeah,
I had a senior come up to me and goes, "I'm gonna give you words of advice that you need to live by." And I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "They're all pink." He goes, "They're all pink inside." And I was like,
"What does that mean?"
Noted.
Like I mean, like you can go.
That's
get
just
with
what he told me. He's like, "It doesn't matter." He goes, "Doesn't matter."
Did he think you were racist?
No. He just come up to me like it was a senior like passing knowledge
T-shirt he had on.
I don't know if like
could you imagine that
like a button down like a Hawaiian shirt with swastikas.
Yeah, like flaming swastikas all over it. Like he's like a fucking like an evil Guy Fieri.
Evil Guy
no, like
Fieri.
I still had my like my pubes like puberty stash like where it's like you're barely you've never
was it
shaved.
only in the middle about like an inch wide?
No.
Your Fuhrer.
It very much still looked like overgrown peach fuzz like on my
Hair
face.
rice, yeah.
And as soon as I shaved that mustache off, the beard just came in full force.
Yeah, hell
It's amazing to me like how the first like I never understand how
it's a rite of passage, Andy.
It's weird.
It's God looking at you. It's like he's finally shaved the dirt stash.
Yeah.
Give him the good stuff.
Oh yeah, I think everybody called me Dirty Sanchez for a long time.
Dirty Sanchez.
I did the underbeard for a while.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Were you real popular?
Do
on
you have
internet
old
forums?
pictures?
No.
Dig them up. I want to see them.
I think I got one.
Pull them up.
I think it's really old.
I want to see young.
Just from hearing that, I know you wore a lot of Sean John. How does it feel now?
No, I didn't dress black.
Nah, he had Janko.
No.
Janko jeans.
Yeah, Jankos. So he just looked like a yo-yo man. It looks like a yo-yo.
Let's go back in time.
To the good old days. Wait, you're on my you're on my Facebook.
What?
There's the underbeard there a little bit. You can see.
Oh, that's not like you don't look that Amish.
You look like
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean that was me fucked up out of my mind. I also had a shirt that said "Mr. Still Your Girl." That was a good time.
Yeah, that's good.
There's me fat still in high school.
Yeah.
Underbeard. Underbeard here? Nope. Just I looked really cool there. Look at that. Look how sick.
You look fucking like you drink 4 Locos underage.
Wow, that was actually around that time.
Yeah.
Spot on. Dude.
When they were good. My friend used to
Bacon strips and bacon strips.
Do you know that guy? Muscles Glasses? Did you ever watch Epic Mealtime back in the day?
I do remember Epic Mealtime.
Yes, but before, so if you got on right at the beginning, he had a guy who would eat the entire thing. So the one dude would cook it. Yeah. The other guy would eat it, and they would get drunk as shit, and he'd be like, "Muscles Glasses, go take it down. Muscles Glasses." So I just Is
he still around? Like, is Epic Mealtime still a thing?
Are we going through my fucking look at
real quick? I like the shirt though. The bacon strips, bacon. It's almost
dude.
Like
We all have photos like that.
It was like foreshadowing that you were going to become morbidly obese.
Yeah, actually, I thought I was really fat there.
Yeah,
I wasn't
dude,
at all.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no.
It's like now you wish you could go back to that.
I mean, my titties were.
I don't know, dude. It looked like you had thick areolas there.
You definitely look like you got laid more.
Huh? Well, no, but in the picture, it looked like you would have. Josh was stacked.
There. Okay, so whoever that is, I forget her name. That was actually from that day.
I only listened to male stand-up comedy.
Was this post the Machine story?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Nice.
Josh, do you listen to female stand-up comedians?
no, I'm sexist.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Less women headliners.
Yeah, less women. That's what we need. We need to ban women, actually. This is the He-Man Womanators Club. Yeah.
The next week we have to have a woman on this Black Tequila podcast.
Thank God we don't have EJ.
No, because you
here.
guys don't
Thank
get
God.
satire. Just ruined it. Jeez.
Dude, thank
Well, we gotta hurry up and fix it with a woman. What do you want to make our podcast less funny somehow?
Hey!
Put a chick in it, make her gay.
Yeah.
We are owned by Disney now.
No, it's a joke. I do laugh at women when they bomb. It's really funny.
So, by the way, so I work down in the Maryland area,
Yeah.
and I have people,
Maryland, huh?
and I have people that live in Baltimore
Yeah.
that I know, and I made a bridge joke, and they didn't really like it.
Yeah, that's
I
like
bet they
their,
didn't.
that's their water 9/11. Of course,
I
they
was-
didn't like it.
Like,
They're water.
is it fucked up? I just want to be like, dude, only like 7 people died.
They said it was a mass casualty event.
It is. I
Did-
think it's.
Yeah, I think
a
it
mass
is-
event saying anything more than 3 people. That's
Yeah.
not a mass shooting is.
I lost my shit. I was on Twitter like when
Yeah.
that, like reading when that happened,
Yeah.
and sure enough, one of the trending topics was Mothman. Have you guys ever watched the Mothman
No,
Prophecies?
but I know who Mothman is.
So
Yeah.
so the Mothman Prophecies was actually filmed around where I live, like
Yeah.
towards like Bentleyville, like
Yeah.
and all that area. My
Yeah.
dad drove past the Avalon Motor Inn,
Yeah.
like right there by 84, like,
Yeah.
and watched them film,
Yeah.
like in the hotel
Yeah.
rooms. And so allegedly, the Mothman caused the Point Pleasant bridge collapse.
Yeah, that's like the big thing.
Like-
It's like a harbinger or what's the word of doom or whatever destruction.
Yeah,
There's a
that's right.
huge
Yeah.
like, there like my brother bought a book. He went down there for Mothman days.
Yeah.
Like bigger Hoss went down.
Yeah.
Because he's like he's like, you never know. I'm like, my dad's like, it's West Virginia. They believe in that mountain
So
black
what are you
magic.
getting to? That he was driving the boat?
Oh.
Where are you
Yeah.
getting? where you
No,
getting
I was
with
just
this?
laughing that Mothman was trending because they're like, oh, it was
Yeah.
Mothman there, and like because they see there's red lights. I'm like, yeah, but there's lights on the bridge. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of fucked up and sad. I can't believe you guys make fun of women headliners. And you're giving me shit about you guys are laughing at a tragedy. Jeez.
But I'm like some people just don't acknowledge that tragedies do happen anymore. Like everything has to be a conspiracy.
Have you watched the fucking news?
Oh my god! Every
like
day's a tragedy.
okay, like this mass shooting in Russia.
Yeah.
Totally believe
P.
that
Diddy did it.
people knew that was going to happen because like there was like the U.S. embassy sent out a
Yeah.
warning.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I'm just
Awful.
That's what I'm saying. I
It's
did
the
wa-
worst thing I've ever seen.
Which
What, people
okay?
running
Which
and
video
shooting
have you
the place
seen?
up?
The Russian
No.
one or the boat?
No, the Russians.
I did watch that video.
Did you watch
It's very
the-
much like no Russian in Call of Duty.
Did you watch the group of people piled up in a corner,
Yeah, and they
crying
just
for their
opened
lives?
fire
Yes.
on them. Yeah,
Awful.
Yeah.
yeah.
Awful.
But
It's
I'm
like
saying,
they
what I'm
took
saying is,
they took a page out of a American middle schooler's book.
now,
Hey.
but what I'm saying is that the government acknowledged that they knew an attack was coming because
Yeah,
they
it's
told
fucked
the
up.
embassy avoid large gatherings.
Yeah.
That's what they sent that out 2
Yeah.
weeks before it happened. That means you knew. That means you knew something was going on. You knew something had happened. I believe that there was a bigger conspiracy for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
The boat
Maybe-
collapse
do they-
thing,
do you
I
think
don't
they-
see that being a thing.
Josh, do you think they messaged the band a whole bunch? It's like 38 days of trying to get Play or whatever the band's name is to shotgun a beer with me.
Well, joke.
It was just Russian. It was just Russian dudes that wanted to. They sold out. They're like, if you don't give us tickets
Yeah.
to this show,
Androv Ryskovsky.
Did you see how Russia dealt with that though? Like the guys that
Yeah.
caused it.
yeah, shocked
Yeah.
his balls and
They
what do you
they
think
cut
was
the
gonna
one dude's
happen?
ear off and stuck it in his mouth.
they made him eat it.
And I'm just kind
Wait,
of like,
what did they do? They
cut this dude's ear off
Yeah,
and then stuck it in his mouth.
that's
You
pretty
made him eat it.
badass.
He had to swallow it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Gnarly. I mean, because he's screwed. Like you're screwed. They caught
But
you. You're
yeah.
done.
so hold on a second.
Well, maybe he
Why
shouldn't
are
have
you
did it.
trying to categorize these tragedies as with conspiracy and without conspiracy? That's a
Yeah.
funny thought.
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying. People don't acknowledge that sometimes accidents happen. But then there's some times where things happen.
Well, yeah,
where
it's
you're
a
like,
mass shooting versus a boat wreck.
Yeah, like the Maui
It's a
thing.
big
We all
difference.
seen the green lasers.
Huge
We know.
difference.
It's actually like on
We know
two
Maui, there
completely
was a
different
green-
planets.
Yeah.
But no, I'm saying like
Yeah, Maui.
But like there was people online trying to say
Yeah.
that the bridge collapse was a conspiracy theory.
Now, maybe
it was
if
controlled demolition.
Maybe
that-
if certain parts of the bridge were painted blue and the rest of it was incinerated, but conveniently, the direct energy weapon that shot down the bridge didn't burn the blue parts, I would be like,
You're too tapped in, dude. You're in the Matrix. Dude.
you're locked in.
I
yeah.
am, dude. I get on Twitter and
Andy's
I see
on
I see
5chan.
everything between conspiracies and porn on the other side. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing.
You've
like,
seen porn before?
You just see zeros
It's
and
so
ones.
much
man.
on
I've
Twitter,
never
man.
seen porn in my life.
Go on Twitter. It's
I've never
free
seen
game
it.
on there, man.
I don't
It's just
know.
all these OnlyFans
What-
girls trying to get you to sign on their page.
What's it like?
I mean, have you watched?
I've never seen porn in my life.
You've never seen porn.
I've never
I highly
ever-
doubt this.
His name's Chris Turbin. Turbin.
Do you get laid
He's-
that
he's-
often that you
whoa,
don't
He's
need
what?
it?
he's been locked in his parents' room for 30 years.
Yeah, I've never.
Did you ever see
seen
those
porn.
people?
What? They're locked in the rooms.
There's the Turpin family.
Well, I thought you were saying something.
Is that the
extremely,
one
like,
that just
racist
got
about the
the
Middle
one that
East.
just got in trouble? Like the kid ran off to the neighbors and had duct tape around their legs and they couldn't even speak
No, not
English.
not that one, but no, this is like pre-COVID, and they just got like convicted, I guess. And they were talking about it on the bonfire, so I went down the rabbit hole and spent 2 hours watching documentaries. 15 kids
Crazy.
locked in a house from the ages of 2 to 30,
Yeah.
and they never got out. They never knew like anything, and one chick got out with a phone and called
like
the
a
cops.
I
allegory
did
of
see
the
that
cave.
one. That's one where like the 17-year-old's talking to the cops, but she's talking like a 5-year-old
Yeah.
because she can't doesn't know anything else because they
Yeah.
wouldn't let them. And then of course the parents
Was
like
it
when they
Emma
got convicted.
Stone in Pretty Things or Poor Things?
I never
Emma
watched
Stone?
Poor Things.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
I heard it was just too. I don't understand why we're giving Oscars to these weird movies.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Because there's no good movies anymore.
Like Saltburn. Like
You're
I don't really
you know,
need to see someone
The
eating
best
jizz
movie
out of a bathtub.
If you want to see like the best movie that's came out recently, dude, watch American Fiction. It's fucking fantastic.
Okay, I need to watch that.
It's
I
so
heard
good.
good things about that.
You know why there's no good weird movies getting Oscars and shit is because you're excited for Bad Boys 5.
4. Let's get that straight. 4.
Sorry, you sent us the trailer
For Bad Boys
for
4.
Bad Boys 4.
I thought
That's
you would
a
like
good-
it, sir.
I liked 3. I didn't think 3 was going to be good. It turned out
This
to be okay.
so we just like thrash Andy every single episode, and this is
He's
what he
the
got-
one that's talking about
No, no,
everything.
no,
He's
but-
driving the ship. I gotta make fun of him.
He's mad at this one. He's mad.
Oh,
at
that's a good point, yeah.
Insulting
He's
Bad
mad.
Boys 4.
Yeah.
I was like, but I thought you would like it. My bad. I'm just trying to
I
be
will
friendly.
go. I will watch it, but I will also say that send me the new idea movie.
I've
Don't
also been like slowly like making like slap jokes on Will Smith's page every time he posts something. I'm like, wow, this just hit me in the face really hard.
see
Yeah.
again.
There
The
you go.
idea of commenting on Will Smith's post to me is crazy.
It makes me laugh.
I don't do anything on social media.
I'm gonna comment and call him a cuck right now.
Hey, look, there's a show we'll never be on. Physical 100.
I don't know, dude. I was getting swole earlier today.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be fucking crying when I'm just yoked out of my goddamn mind, and I'll be like,
Are you going to be the one? You know, it's like any reality TV show where there's like the one ugly person. You'll be the one fat guy in Physical 100.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
looks
bullshit.
don't looks
You'll
and
be the
size
next,
don't matter.
You'll be the next
Yeah.
no neck guy on 90 Days Fiance.
Like he can really crush the big 3 lifts, but he can't walk up steps.
They
mean-
could you imagine if they pandered to you? And it's like, okay, here's a large pizza. The first one to finish it.
And why is
I ate a
it?
large pizza yesterday
Why is it there's
from
never
Choo Choo
any?
Charlie's in Raccoon Township, huh?
Why is it there's never any fat people in horror movies? Like you never
Because
see like,
they'd
a
be
fat
dead.
guy get like
They'd be
like, he
dead.
starts running, and goes, you know what? Just screw it. Like let me die.
Andy, I thought you were in a horror movie.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh,
I was
you
a
just
zombie.
You proved yourself wrong, buddy.
I was a zombie. I got to.
So I gotta
eat
fat
a
shame
guy.
you while you're still fat.
You should.
Yeah, he's on the way down, guys.
I mean, at this point,
Andy's also getting yoked.
I've been fat so much in my life that it's like at this point where like I've heard every joke you can come up with.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you
like,
can't. If you get mad at me calling you fat,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it is what it is. Like
yeah. Well, it's also I'm fucking very fat. This is a very heavy room.
it is. It's the
Yeah.
heaviest podcast on
Yeah,
on
Planet
Spotify.
Earth.
probably.
Just the heaviest
I
podcast
believe
planet.
we were called the plus sizes.
Heck yeah.
No. Oh, I forget what they what we were.
Ooh, I need
called.
to check that out.
I forget.
The-
Someone gave me a good one.
I don't know. It's probably something dumb.
Too fat, too furious.
Yeah, very funny.
But so how about Diddy though? Anyone looking at this Diddy thing?
Oh yeah, of course.
he took over for Epstein, dude.
I mean, maybe worse than Epstein, dude.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because I seen he was going to be the new CEO of Nickelodeon, so that's how
He shoots child pornography in a room that looks like the inside of a cheese grater.
Did you see he's already out of the country too?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, he definitely.
Did you see him pacing in Florida? Like
No.
they have a video of like somebody was recording him and he's just like walking back and forth because he's like, I'm screwed. Like because they raided his both houses.
Yeah.
That's so fucking.
I'm waiting for like when is like everyone like. And the funny part is, Cat Williams called this out in January.
Yeah, Cat Williams is the fucking man.
Like he
But everyone,
could we call him Prophet?
everyone in Hollywood knew, in the music industry knew, just because, like even Dave Chappelle was making fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and there's actual pictures of them of bags of pink drugs, which I guess Diddy had to have this on hand all the time.
Yeah.
It was a drug. I forget what the name was. It was hilarious, but it was a combination of cocaine and ecstasy. Could you imagine that?
Oh,
ride?
that's a Tesla?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a Tesla pill, right?
Well, it was a bunch of powder. It was pink powder.
How,
Yeah,
would you,
I think
how
that's
do
the
you
thing
know
is-
all this stuff if you don't do drugs, Chris?
I'm from the streets, motherfucker.
Quippa, baby.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
quip.
we're in Washington. We're still like learning about fentanyl.
Yeah. Here, well, no, you guys are primary consumers of fentanyl.
To be
you
fair,
guys are putting fentanyl on cheeseburgers.
I was
down
from
there.
I was from Mariana, so when someone OD'd, it was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Like,
whoa, dude! 1/3 of my town is gone.
Yeah, like he didn't just die from a cocaine overdose. What?
Did you guys also see that with the Diddy shit? Like, he would. There's two different types of alcohol. There's one for the women, and then for the guys, and the women's would be just laced with drugs, so they'd pass out and they could rape them.
That's okay. So maybe I'm just a weirdo. Maybe I'm the weird one.
We've
on
seen some of your videos. Yes.
this. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Okay.
But no, maybe I'm the weirdo because it's like if someone doesn't want to be there, then who am I to make you like want to be here?
What?
Like, you know what I mean? Like if they don't want to be with you in the moment, then what? I'm not getting.
These are
anything.
very sick and twisted
Yeah,
individuals.
I don't get
I
why
think a lot of-
rape. You know,
I don't know if you could draw a comparison to yourself to Diddy.
No, I'm
You
just,
know what I mean?
No,
Like-
I'm just saying, like Bill Cosby, same thing. Like, dude,
Another extreme example. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying I don't understand like why these guys have to like do that. I don't know if it's a power thing and
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
a
you get
power
so
thing.
famous.
Do you get Dahmer?
I
Like, what do you mean?
no, I think
Just-
for a lot of.
I mean, when you get hungry, I get it.
I think
like,
a lot of sexual predators, it is like a power thing, you know. But I think it may be their cases. They're just so they've already can get anything they want, so they want stuff they don't want. And what can't they get? It's like, okay, sex with children is illegal, hard drugs are illegal, so they'll do that. Or if they could just force themselves, if they just totally control, it's like a dominance thing. They're like sick, twisted people. But I think like maybe like an open mic comedian rapist it is a power thing because they have like some like little small fucking, you know, like issue in their fucking head.
And
Why is that funny? You fucking that's
no.
we'll move on.
It's somewhere I have to
Okay.
talk about off pod.
Okay.
That's why I want to say it.
oh, you want to say it?
But I like how you're like, I don't get
We would-
it.
we
You're
would
not
either-
supposed to get it.
We would
Yeah.
either have to cut it out like to a certain point, but it would relate to another episode.
Oh, okay, I see what you're really saying.
That's yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
get the Moscow shooting, dude? Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, I
sense
get
to you?
it. Like, yeah, the guy even says like I got paid to do this.
Yeah.
You're like, that's just a job. Can you imagine your take on a shooting?
Whatever.
That's just the gig, man.
Yeah, I use CAD. He shoots innocent people. It's
The best part is like he goes, "Oh, they paid me like 5 million rubles," and they're like, "This equals out to like $6,500."
Yeah, it's pretty.
and I'm
cool.
like, "You would have to pay me a lot more if I'm going to."
Yeah,
It's
maybe-
5 million
maybe-
rubles, though. It's pretty sick.
Maybe he could buy a CRV.
Yeah.
Use
Down payment.
a 2006 CRV with 130,000 miles on it.
My favorite conspiracy of the Moscow thing is that the 4 people aren't actually the people, and they just picked 4 random people near the Ukraine border to like frame.
I mean, like
It's
we
possible.
do shit like that. Though.
I know,
You know what I mean?
but like, could you imagine? You're just like a fucking war-torn individual that's just like, man, this sucks. Like, I hate living over here. And then the government comes and just scoops you up, beats the shit out of you, is going to execute you.
Cut your
That's
ear
what
off
they
and make
do.
sure
Those
you eat
are-
it.
Like that's who get preyed on. It's like already people that are down, that are weak, that they could take advantage of. You know, they can go snatch people up. Like a lot of the missing people that like in like disaster zones, a lot of times they are abducted by like cartels and like who knows what the fuck else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Jeez,
yeah,
there's a lot of people missing in Maui.
yeah. Well, okay.
They brought a boat.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
man, they just burned up.
Okay. No. Well, it's kind of there's a lot of they go.
Thanks, Oprah.
War zones and like places like that. They do get a lot of kids to put them in like the sex trade.
Yeah.
And stuff. But then this is gonna sound insane. You guys following the UAP UFO stuff?
Yeah, of
Oh
course.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
You know
sir.
who Alex Herrera is?
I've
He's
heard the
he's
name.
like the Marine or whatever that ran up on an operation like somewhere in Asia of where they had like a craft and stuff, and they were towing like cars full of what he thought was drugs at first, but later found out were people to it, right?
They were just
pretty
giving
crazy.
aliens
Because
the-
like that's one of the ways supposedly they fund black projects is with like doing stuff like selling heroin and selling like people for sex and stuff.
So what you're telling
the
me
books.
is that the aliens are the ones that have been. They're actually just we're selling kids to aliens for probing.
No, we're not. That's you wanting to butt fuck a child.
That's
What
not me. I'm just
is-
saying that's the aliens.
I would say it's like corrupt sex of the government in the fucking military complex, whatever the fuck, selling kids so they can fund further projects.
By the way, the government has like bit themselves in the ass
Why?
when it comes to like technology and stuff. And the funniest thing to me is the one where the two dudes banging in the Supreme Court.
I almost thought you just said a slur for Korean people there for a second.
Oh no. I'm just saying like the government has screwed themselves with technology. Like, because remember how they don't want nothing to get out? And,
Yeah.
Like this stuff has probably been happening for 100 years,
Like what?
probably.
What?
No, you didn't hear about the two guys that were banging in there, and they filmed it and put it, and it was online,
Yeah.
and they were like White House staffers,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I was just saying like,
Well, they're all fucking.
but I'm like
weirdos,
that's
man.
come. That's here's my thing.
That's not like the worst.
Whether you
want to
do that, that's
Yeah.
fine. But it's like, but you're doing it on government property in a government
Well,
building.
yeah, shit. People fucking work all the time.
Yeah.
And you think there's so much stress there, and there's so much drugs there, whatever. It's not far off of Hollywood. They call
You don't think
DC
someone
ugly
got
Hollywood.
impregnated when they all stormed the Capitol? There
I
was a
would
chicken
li-
there getting laid out, dude.
Yeah.
That's
She
why
probably
security didn't
spread
respond.
eagle on
I mean,
Pelosi's desk.
You were talking about sexual assault earlier. I guarantee a lot of that shit happens with those fuckers. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it all goes back to the power thing. Like, I'm a senator. What are you going to do to me?
Okay, now ready? That's how Diddy did it. There we go. We're there. We're there,
Well,
dude.
there
We're
we go. Now I
That's
understand. why I
exactly
did
it. On that note,
Making the
May I
band.
go pee?
Sure.
No,
No,
hold it.
no, man. See, he has a power.
Will you
issue.
grab
What's
me
next?
another happy dad on the
Do
way?
me a
Yeah,
favor.
happy-
Pee
may
on
I
the
have
floor
another
again.
Happy
Yeah,
Dads
you
all
have
kinds of
a
stuff.
happy
Where's the Happy Dads
in the
located?
fridge.
Am I gonna kick over this garbage bag your lovely wife leaned on the door? What if I go out there with the Kool-Aid Man and it's like, I'm back?
I think it's actually on the door handle, so I think you're safe. I don't know.
All right.
Let's talk. Okay, so
So, Josh, did you watch the new Roadhouse yet?
yes, I actually did.
What did you think?
8 out of 10. I thought it was good.
Dude,
Wasn't a
so
10 out
many
of
people were
10.
crapping on that movie, and I'm like,
It deserves some crap. It deserves some crap.
It's a remake of a bad 80s movie. Like, Roadhouse is good for an 80s movie, but it's still a bad movie.
The worst part of the movie was the boat crash.
Yeah, I agree with that, too.
It was actually fairly reasonable situations,
Right.
up until that point, and I was like, that was the part of the script where you were like, let's do fucking Fast and Furious.
Or Conor McGregor grabbing the anchor as he's flying around with the boat.
But then again, on that one, I mean, yeah, they're flying, right? Again, completely unreasonable,
Right.
But way more reasonable than the boat crash. Like, if you're gonna give me something, I'll take that over him, like jumping, banging into something, and falling perfectly on
Yeah.
the couch. You know, I'd rather, yeah, because Conor McGregor is supposed to be that like die-hard level villain that is like unbeatable.
Also, my biggest negative thing about
Yeah.
it was there was no throat rip.
Uh,
They build up to that so much in the original Roadhouse, and it doesn't happen in this movie.
I liked how there was a little bit of UFC in there. That was nice, like a little bit of like kicks and
They did. I remember I think they were talking about they filmed like that at a real UFC event, and like had Jake Gyllenhaal come out, and everybody's like, "Dude, he's ripped for this movie."
Dude, he's stacked.
Jeez, like,
I watched it with Ori. Ori liked it too.
oh really?
Yeah,
For
like,
Jake Gyllenhaal, or just
no,
like
just
the
like
movie?
like it was just a chill movie. I mean the love interest was a little overrated.
That's the chick from. You ever watch Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
The second one.
Yeah.
she's the rat catcher girl.
Yeah, she
just looked dirty in that movie. That's why. And she cleans up.
Watermelon. I had pineapple last time. All right. But yeah, I thought it was good. Even the dialogue wasn't that bad. Because I was expecting it to be absolute dog shit.
Right.
And it was like fine.
And Conor McGregor just played Conor McGregor.
His dialogue was probably the worst.
But he's also just...
It's his first acting gig.
Yeah, it's his first time he's done anything.
He's walking around going, "Hi," like it's just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?" And you're like, "What?"
Yeah, when
I can't
he's...
do Irish. Top of the morning to you. I don't know.
I like when he's just like, "Hey, Dalton, here's a tip for you."
That was a little long. Him screaming that over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was like, dude, can you imagine movie, right?
Yeah.
First, actually, this was dumb too. The brawl bar fight.
Yeah.
It broke out because one guy got pushed into another guy, and the guy yelled "bar fight," and the entire place just went crazy.
I wonder.
Like two dudes that were standing next to each other while watching a band just started swinging on each other.
Yeah.
Like what? No, come on.
I do like...
I think that could work probably in certain bars.
Now, Josh, have you watched the original Roadhouse?
Not in a long time.
Like, Chris?
I don't recall.
Okay, I was like, they did keep the same type of music going, which I was surprised. I thought they were going to lean more hip hop, maybe, or like, do like something like Caribbean, like based, or like around the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
But they did keep the bluesy rock vibe, which I was like, all right. The one guy online said it best. He goes, "This is the best way to do a remake by keeping the main thing going, but also still telling your own movie, because they leave it open and a sequel could happen."
Yeah.
I just
They'll ruin it.
It'll be in the ground.
I think that movie should have been in theaters, though. That would have been awesome to see on a big screen.
Perfect the way they did it.
You're not a theater guy, are you?
Just don't make it more than it has to be.
No, I'm like, keep it low. Like, I don't.
No.
People are way blowing their budget. Did you see how much like the budget was for that new Godzilla?
It's
not the new one, the Godzilla versus Kong, the one with the Japan made.
Hello, it's Japan. They're gonna go all out for their king.
Yeah, but they went like, I think it was only
That's their
20
Joe
million
Biden.
or something. It was like ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
And
That's
that
their
movie
Fast and
looks
Furious.
like a
Yeah.
$200 million movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm a movie buff, guys. I'm sorry.
but Roadhouse, they that whole fight scene was happening. Jake Gyllenhaal's drinking coffee, disgruntled, like, I have to like deal with this, right?
Yeah.
And then his two bouncer buddies are getting the fucking shit beat out of him by Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And then Conor McGregor's just yelling Dalton. He says it 10 times over the course of a minute.
yeah, I'm like, you could have got up sooner. Like,
Yeah, and then he just like
Anytime
walks
now.
over and he's just like, okay. And then they have like a fucking street fight. It was a pretty good street fight. But,
less titties in this one than there was in the original too.
it's you are
It's PC. That's
respect
why.
women.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless they do stand up, then I don't respect them.
oh my god. So now we have to get a woman on
No,
this podcast.
I'm 100% serious with everything I say. Nothing I say is ever satire. I'm a bad person.
No call. Hashtag no call.
Ask Facebook.
Yeah, no, Facebook thinks I'm a sex trafficker.
Yeah.
Why aren't you with Diddy on his plane?
I missed my flight. I had to fly to Pittsburgh. There's no directs to Miami on Spirit right now, so I had to go to Charlotte first, and you know how far that is. People movers were off, and I was running. I didn't have my belt on because it was uncomfortable in my fat when I was in the plane. And I'm trying to keep my jeans up when I'm running, and then my bag spilled all over, and I had to pick it up. And by the time I got past the food court, I looked. I'm like, fuck! It said the gates closed in like 3 minutes. I got there, it was gone. So, fortunately, I was not able to go fly on the Lolita Express with P Diddy.
That's the washer.
Old
house, maybe.
That means his wife just pulled the electric chair switch on somebody in the other room.
It's probably the dog because it's peed on the floor.
But just
Skirt.
So what else we got, boys? What else we cooking with?
I don't know.
What
Don't
other
know?
big things happened?
Dude, my favorite thing with this podcast so far is I say something that's a joke, and then you guys go, oh, we have to have a woman now. Which is actually more sexist than the satirical, ironic joke I do.
Oh, you mean like how I have to book my shows, dude? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Josh only books straight white guys in all of his shows because he's a racist, sexist, misogynist.
I love how I literally have just a counter for that.
Huh?
I love like if someone says anything rude to me, I just go like this. Just go.
Yeah.
It's my black card right here. It's just it's on my phone, baby.
Yeah, if you're listening, we don't have a video thing. It's he has a picture of
his wife,
a note card that just says a slur on it. Cancel Josh Rittenhauer.
Oh, don't make me move to Austin, dude.
Yeah, dude, you become the king of Austin.
Where all the
dude. I laughed so.
The holy trinity of comedians: Kevin Bucky, Kadar, and Tripp.
Dude, I was laughing so hard at work on your.
They should all make a joke together. I'd wonder what it would be.
Will it be all together? So I don't know if Kadar is really interacting with them. I know Tripp had to give Kevin a jump start today.
Oh, that's cool.
And his battery died, so we got two minds together. We just have to bring the third one in, and then it'll hearken the apocalypse.
Oh, who should we call somebody today?
Yeah, who do you want to call?
Oh,
Who do you want to call?
I don't know.
Who should we call?
I have no idea. Damn.
We'd call Seth Queen.
He'd be too nervous on this. Ew.
Seth, don't freak out. You're on a podcast. Gets 4 listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
What do you think? Who should we call?
By the way, side note, I did love your For the Dogs episode, man. I was laughing so hard when you guys were saying when Joel told Justo
Yeah.
he gave him a pass to use whenever he wants when he got drunk. And he's like, I don't remember that. He's like, well, you were drunk. That's why.
Yeah.
Call Kai. See what he does.
Huh?
Call Kai. See what he does.
We want me to call him up and
It'd just be like, hey, say something racist.
he's
into
probably on the show. Let me see
Yeah.
who I called recently. I know that'll be.
available.
You want to call my former manager that listened to my other podcast where I said that my one manager can S my D, and he's like, that's very funny. I'm like, oh no.
I love that
cease and
you
desist.
like instead of just saying that, you just said S my D.
Yeah, because it's funnier. Then suck my dick. I'm working on letter economy.
What was Learn More's stage name? Long John, right?
Long John, the comedian.
There, yeah. I have his number. I was like, what?
What, you want to call him?
No.
All right, here.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll run with that. Who you calling? Who is it?
Hello.
That was my phone accidentally bumped it.
It was worth it. I looked over and I just see my phone ringing.
All right, we're gonna go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Mission accomplished.
We did call a comedian, so we did it.
No, we can call. Who can we call? I don't know. This part sucks. Let's talk funny. Let's do funny.
You want to talk funny?
Yeah.
I've never said anything funny, dude.
I've never said anything funny in my
called
life.
Trip. Everybody in Pittsburgh is probably get scarps.
Yeah. Man, can we edit this part out of the podcast?
No,
Or just
this
dead
is
air.
42 minutes in, dude. If they
This
make
is
it
42
far.
minutes in. It's just silence here.
All right, let's all pause for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's on pause for a second.
Yeah. Oh man, let's go check my YouTube. What's going on?
What's going on? Here's the joke I said. It was a terrible joke at work. I said, yeah, after seeing the bridge accident, it makes me feel really worried driving over all of my bridges in Pittsburgh. And they were like, that's not cool, man. It's too soon. And I'm like, barely anyone died. Is that a fucked up thought?
The thing, still 7 people died. But like
That they know of.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
sure.
Here's the crazy thing about the bridge stuff in Pittsburgh. Like, our fucking infrastructure sucks ass in this country, especially here.
Well,
Like, that could realistically, we have a barge go haywire or something. That can go, nothing spilled.
But we had a bridge collapse. Remember that was
Yeah, but I'm saying like
park was that? I can't remember what
I know, but like one of the good ones.
There was
one of
people on it though.
It's not like the Liberty Bridge is gonna fall.
How do you know?
I mean, is there gonna be a barge that's gonna lose control?
Yeah, it happens all the time though. Ohio River, at least, and that's 1/3 of the rivers. So it probably happens to the other 2.
1/3 of the rivers.
Yeah, there's 3 rivers.
Hey.
Hey, that's how it works. That's math. Welcome to math.
Do you think they'll write a song about it like they did for London?
What? London calling.
No, London bridges falling down.
Falling
Baltimore
down.
bridges falling down, falling down.
They hated my sexist joke about women not being able to fly planes.
Oh, great! Now we're gonna have to have
dog.
women on the podcast.
Now we're gonna have to get a
next
woman
week.
pilot on the thing.
Now we're gonna have to
great,
have
Josh.
Al Qaeda terrorist on the podcast next week.
I killed Blake Stallnecker. I went. This lady almost killed me on a plane. I go, don't let him drive cars or planes. God forbid we let him steer a boat.
Yeah.
The dude was done, and everyone else was just like, this guy's sexist piece of shit.
Well, they might not have got the reference either because most comedians are too busy. I don't know,
scouring the news for ideas,
TikToking to 3 viewers,
or talking for an hour to 4.
Hey, I like 4 likes.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
We got 4 likes.
Yeah, it's mostly all friends.
What's your most viewed video?
Fans and fake.
Chris,
fake
you take
counts.
a drink with me?
Fans and fake town. Yeah.
My most popular video of all time actually didn't come from me doing comedy. I actually posted a YouTube. Posted it on YouTube. I took a video from when I went to see Merle Haggard at the Palace Theater in Greensburg, and last I looked, it was like 15,000 views, and I was like, I didn't even do anything. I just posted it, and people just found it.
Yeah,
like
that's what happens.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the only video I have.
It gets
that's
sucked
huge.
into the stream. That's all you want to do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So you just gotta look for the right thing. There's accounts on YouTube where they'll go and just repost like old videos and shit. You know what I mean? Or like other people's shit just to make money. So you ever notice like some of the weird ass accounts out there? Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, and it just gets sucked into the stream.
Yeah.
That's why.
What up, guys? It's Big Hoss. Rice. Day 5 of asking Chris Young to shotgun a beer with me when he comes to Pittsburgh. Thanks.
Oh, let's talk about. Hold on. Let's talk about the
on my
click.
screen presence.
Let's talk about the click at the end. What was that? Did that make you? Did you think I'd make you look less like a serial killer because it made you look more like a serial
I was
killer?
trying to be like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's just a nervous tick, and I was just like, even though it's just me, like.
Dude, I like the photo you have of you at the gym, dude. You look like you're ready to fuck shit up, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was like
beast mode.
so pumped. Like,
do you do squats and stuff? You should try them. They're fun. That's my favorite lift. What's your favorite?
I was gonna say it looks like you're about to drug a chick at a Dixie Chicks concert.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead at a Dixie Chicks concert.
It looks like you. It looks like you managed to shit out of a Taco Bell.
That's what one guy was just like. I just took a dump, now ready to go get the pump, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It looks like last set before I shoot up the school.
Dude, why is it every time like you don't have to go to the bathroom at all before you go to the gym? It's halfway through a set. Is that when you have to poop?
You're exerting yourself. I don't know. There used to be. We used to take pre-workouts. You ever take a pre-workout?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What pre-workout you take?
I think the one I used to have was C4.
C4. Well, that shit a lot of times will make you shit. The worst one was Gaspari Super Pump. We used to call it Super Dump. You have to blow up. No Explode, dude. That shit is so fucking foul and disgusting.
I never took it.
God.
You never took pre-workout?
Black pepper in it? No, that brand.
So when I was in high school and lifting like constantly for football, all my buddies were taking like some sort of pre-workout, and I went to GNC with my dad because I was like, "Hey, Dad, like I really want to, fucking get gains." And he was like talking to the guy who was, every GNC guy is like the YMCA bodybuilder that has no life that works there, and he was just kind of like looking at the, the nutrients in it, and he was just like, "You're not fucking taking this shit." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
The best
it's
stuff
like all
is when it's
caffeine.
like this. It was not FDA approved. That's the stuff you want to take.
It's 200 milligrams of caffeine. There was the one that there was, I think it was Craze, which had a methamphetamine in it, like a variant of it. And the guy like went to jail that ran the company. I remember taking that shit like before like it came out. It was like, oh, this is so good.
Are you in recovery now?
Yeah, I guess I did meth a whole bunch on accident. Look it up. Look up Craze. My buddy tried to sell his old jar of it online, and it flagged him on eBay for a controlled substance.
Oh, dang.
Just crazed methamphetamine. And it was not DMAA or whatever. DMAA was sick too, like in old Jack 3D. I don't know if you ever had that. But when you had DMAA, you would be super focused. That shit, though, dude, you take it, all of a sudden, we're in the gym. I remember first time I took it, we're in the gym, and we're just sweating profusely, and everybody else is complaining how cold it is. Everybody's wearing hoodies. We're in shorts and tank tops. And, like, my buddy Charlie's like, I don't know why, I'm just so fucking angry right now. And he's like, his face is all red. And so I started lifting. So, you're incline benching, like, the 40s, like the 45s. And, like, I was repping 90s. Like, fucking easy with, like, good form. That shit was fucking awesome.
Craze was the pre-workout that made me realize that crackhead strength is a real thing.
No, you have no idea how awesome it was.
I was in the gym blasting PRs by like 20 plus pounds.
No, like, yeah, dude. Okay, so I lifted for 6 months, and I literally went from incline pressing 45s to 90s and 95s, like getting like sets of fucking like 8 to 12 out of them, and you just drop it like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And then just go home and not sleep, and you're like sweating and shit like crazy.
Dude,
So I guess I did a whole bunch of math on accident.
pre-workout is so insane because it literally feels like someone's stabbing you with 1,000 needles.
Well, that's the beta alanine.
Yeah, you feel like your skin's crawling. You're just
That goes away. So like beta alanine kind of works like creatine does. I can't remember. So I know creatine, I think was that replenish your ATP, and there's like another one too. It's like the opposite. It has to be like in balance. So you take it. So when you take creatine, you ever take creatine?
no.
You'll bloat like a little bit, but it helps you get like a couple extra reps in. It's just a salt. But that fucking shit, like you have to build up the supply in your system. It's like, I think herring is the most like natural food to get it from, but you really got to supplement it. But the more you do it, you get desensitized to the tingles and stuff like that. And after you build it up in your system, so it's actually not doing anything when it's tingling. It's a placebo effect. We're like, I took pre-workout, I'm ready to fuck. But it's like you have to take it. Yeah.
Was grape the strongest?
I like that last one we had.
No, because someone commented that the conspiracy was that grape was always the strongest.
No, I've only had the grape.
Oh, okay, so you went straight to the top of the line.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's like being like a new... I couldn't have been more than 6 months into lifting weights when you have like no idea what you're doing and you're just like, yeah. Like
My, Ori's brother, was like, he was working out twice a day in college and taking pre-workout before both of them and drinking coffee.
Yeah.
He literally had to like go to the doctor for the amount of caffeine withdrawal he was having. He tried to go cold turkey, and he was like,
you'll throw up and shit.
He was deathly sick, and like because he was taking in over 400 to 500 milligrams a day.
There was
Whoops, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say there was a smoothie shop in Washington, right next to where the coffee shop is. Which I'm trying to get the owner to do a pod.
Yeah,
like he's really cool. He's a really cool story. He's like a vet and got shot in the head on his birthday.
Sick.
And has like the helmet where the bullet was still there. And so there was a smoothie shop there, and they sold like health food, like wraps and stuff, but it was really good.
Yeah.
But the guy would make these smoothies, and he said he had a bottle that was pure caffeine.
Yeah, you buy it. Yeah,
and he's like,
cheap.
because you have to like measure it out so much.
It's a drug.
But he's like, this here will like, if you drank this bottle, you would die.
Yeah, yeah.
Like straight up. But it was like liquid, clear and stuff. And I was like,
no, so
I've never known you
not
could
powder.
sell concentrate caffeine.
You could buy things of powder caffeine.
Jeez.
But yeah, I don't know.
G Fuel. I was sitting at Gecko the other day.
Yeah.
G Fuel, 1 can, 300 milligrams.
Yeah, bangs are like that.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of the pre-workout, like I have what's it, Gorilla Mode or whatever, which is like the Derek's plates more. It's probably like fucking 3-4 years old. I gotta throw it away, but it has like 200 a scoop. And it was
How
like
many scoops were you doing? 2. So
yeah, but like before, like when I think like a lot of my caffeine addiction actually came from like 10 years ago when I was doing this shit.
Yeah,
because I would have like 2 scoops of fucking like C4 or Jack. C4 used to be better too, I think. 2 scoops of that, and then like get me through school. I would drink like a Monster or 2, and then when I tried to come off it, I would like throw up. And you get like depressed. Like it's like you're crying. Like you will. It feels like you want to cry. Like you just get so fucking depressed, and then when you come off of it, you can't sleep. That's the craziest thing. Not drinking caffeine, you can't sleep. And now, for like the last like few years, even when I like wasn't lifting and everything, so I'll be off like I'll be like 2-3 coffees a day, and next thing you know, I'm like 6 in a fucking month. It's like I've built a fucking addiction to this fucking shit because of that. Fucking lifting weights.
Monsters do it to you too.
Dude, Monsters are bad. The Guarana and shit. I think that shit's like really addicting.
Dude, Bigger Hoss, he would like get done work at midnight and go to Starbucks because he would talk to the one girl that used to work at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think she was 40 when I first met her. And she was like, had this really high pitched voice like,
Hi, how's it going? Can I take your order?
Yeah.
huge tickle bitties.
Yeah.
Like huge. And
nice. You want me to jack off?
Well, anyway, so he would go there just to see this girl.
Big tits.
He would go there. He would go,
unnecessary.
Yeah.
he would go there just to talk to her, and like one time got her number and everything, and like I think they went on a
Do you
couple
think he
dates.
still calls her?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think he's just friends with her
You
on
got her
Instagram.
number? 'Cause
No,
can I have it?
no,
Yeah, dude. Titties, dude.
I wish. I think he actually got a picture from her too, and I was like, right on,
Does he
man.
still have it?
Probably.
Tom sent
It's
it.
probably locked. It's probably locked in a vault
Send it
somewhere.
to the podcast.
Yeah.
But so he would go there and order a tall,
This
like
is from
the
Rob's
biggest.
private supply.
He would get like a big white mocha,
Yeah.
and then also get 8 shots of espresso, and drink the shots
Yeah.
of espresso, drink the mocha, and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
I was like, "How are you asleep?" Like, and he would just be knocked out until he had to wake up for midnight again.
It's weird, dude. Sometimes, like, when you get super addicted to it, you need it to go to sleep.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Jeez."
Yeah, it's like really weird.
I would drink a Monster and then take a nap,
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you wake up, you feel fucking awesome.
and then you can take a shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who needs heroin?
You know what's good? Like when you take a shower, when you're drinking a beer or a Monster, and then your capillaries all open up, and you get out of the shower, and they're like, I don't. It's like you get blasted.
Jeez.
You ever have shower beer, Andy?
I've tried it. I can't. I can't do it.
Can't get into it.
Can't get into it. You just it doesn't feel right.
When you get, I love it, dude. I like getting shower vodkas. Then you get out, you're like, whoa.
Whoa.
Actually, vodka doesn't really hit me as hard as like other stuff.
Yeah, I've tried the shower beer, and I don't know what it is. Like, I can't drink at home.
Why?
Like, every time I try to get drunk at home, I have to do like a mixed drink, and I have to make it in a way that I don't know there's alcohol in it.
Well, I mean, like, I
Like,
don't know.
I would get vodka vodka.
Yeah.
Or I'd get those Margaritaville, like the cheap
Yeah.
tequila,
Yeah.
and I'd pour like this much in a glass, then go and get water, fill it up, and then pour one of those powdered drinks that you would get from the dollar store because they're like $1.
Yeah.
And like you would never know there was tequila in there, and you just get hammered.
All right, hear me out. NO explode into vodka instead of water. Because it also it has the stuff for pumping it, like the NO. That's what the NO is, right?
Yeah.
Then what that is, it's almost like how like Viagra works. It like actually opens up your blood vessels and capillaries, everything to flow through, so you get hit with the caffeine harder. But if you mix it with vodka, theoretically, it should be like a super.
You know what we call it?
Well, that's
We call it Bro Loco.
Bro Loco.
well, I was
If
gonna
I
say
bring pre-workout next week, do you want to try it?
No, absolutely.
Why not?
I am
Not-
not.
not
Would you
bef-
try that with me?
on the pod.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have to do like a Friday early pod, so I don't have to. I'm not up all night on Wednesday.
What if
Because I have to go to work.
No,
the
but
next
we
day.
do that, and then we just do a bunch of push-ups or something.
Who's doing push-ups? I'm not.
Do push-ups. Why can't you do push-ups? Do girl push-ups.
I'm
You're
good.
fine. I bet you can do girl push-ups.
Is
It's
he a
fine.
pussy dude?
Yeah, push-ups are hard. But I'm saying, like, if when you have Bro Loco, though, you're gonna be fucking set.
I think it's a good name for it.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried?
I'm serious.
Take pre-workout with vodka.
I still have. Well, I have that gorilla mode still, and I have Tito's. If I bring Tito's and gorilla mode,
Jesus, dude. I mean,
and then go to Scarps.
if
and
you think
fist fight
vodka
every
Red Bull
fucking
was
open my
bad,
douche nozzle.
dude, you ever have a vodka Red Bull hangover?
Oh, you're looking up for crate. You can't buy it anymore. Oh, there's this shit. I'm pretty sure it was a pro hormone, but it was like labeled wrong. Called Versa One. I wish I can get that. That was fucking awesome. Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say about vodka?
Oh, so you get vodka and Red Bull. It's basically liquid tequila or liquid cocaine. Like,
Okay, well
I
now
did-
try if it's like
Yeah,
Frank
I never
Chania.
tried pre-workout in vodka. Jesus, dude.
Bro Locos, dude.
That's one of those like you get the Sean Connery like you're messing with powers you don't understand.
Maybe I'll make a video. There's no. See, that's not real. They just made it look like it.
Yeah, I'm looking for the OG.
Just get the Jocko
Well,
stuff.
it's so fucking old. No, this shit actually had meth in it. Like a,
All right, I gotta pee real quick. So
all right, go.
I mean,
pee.
we're at 57 minutes. We can.
You just want to end this bitch?
We
can
can
end
wrap
it.
this.
You want to pull it into the terminal?
Ready? Let's crash this plane. Let's end this bridge.
Yeah.
This has been Black Tequila.
This has been Black Tequila.
Black Tequila boys.
Allahu Akbar.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.